So I wanted to revisit a topic that I feel like I haven't touched on in a while, and it is seeking the message in failure. I want you to try to rework the definition of failure that you've come to believe. There's really no such thing as failure. There's really lessons in every situation. Just because something doesn't go the way that you intend for it to go doesn't mean that you necessarily failed. And maybe the situation was just supposed to teach you something. Try to think of things that way instead of looking at failures as what you typically know as a failure. For example, if you set out to start a new diet and you fall off, that doesn't mean that you can't just start over. There's some sort of lesson that can be learned in almost every situation. It's up to you to figure out what the lesson is, though. You should be learning something about your eating patterns and taking notes on like how you feel at certain times a day, what triggers you to make you want to eat a certain way. Those are just a few examples of how you could look at a situation like that. But you should be looking at every situation and trying to figure out how you can benefit from it. Just because you messed up doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. Things aren't always going to work out the way we want them to, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily a failure. I feel like failure is more of a state of mind. If you master the art of being able to look at any situation and trying to find the positive in the situation, then can you really view it as a fail? I think you fail when you accept defeat and you stop trying. If you get back up and you change your strategy, that's not failure to me. That's just restructuring and trying to figure out what works better for you. You fail when you stop. So with that being said, don't ever stop and you won't be a failure. Always try to seek the message in failure instead of just looking at the negative. There should be something for you to learn and take away from every single situation. I also feel like the ability to find the positive in every situation can help boost your self-esteem. Because if you're always looking at mistakes that you made or things that haven't gone right as a failure, then that's sure to affect your self-esteem. Like, you're going to feel like you're incapable of doing things when in reality, it wasn't supposed to work out. It was supposed to just teach you something so you can take that lesson and apply it to a different situation. If you fall down and get back up, you're on the right path. Whenever you fall, make sure you're getting back up. Don't just stay down. And try to remember that it's okay to fail. Like, we're all human. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes sometimes. Don't be so hard on yourself. But like I said, whenever you do feel like you fell down, you failed, try to look for the positive. We aren't supposed to get everything right all the time. Don't be so hard on yourself.